As I'm getting close to the second Christmas spent in monk mode, I gotta realize something, brother. We've got two paths. Every single human being on this planet Earth got two paths, no more. And don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to sound like a broken record here, but we can really take on the path of least resistance. We can just take on the path of the path that have been told to us, the what your parents just told you that, hey, bro, like you're supposed to become that, lawyer or doctor, or I don't know what your parents did tell you, brother. And, just go to the uni and get the degree and, have a good job and have a family and all that stuff. But don't pursue your inner calling, to become a musician, to become an entrepreneur, to become whatever you want to become. And that is the second path, my brother. That is the second path that is actually coming from the inside, that is dictating ourselves. Like, this is the thing that is dictating what we are supposed to be doing. And that voice for me always was either to become a musician or to become an entrepreneur, but to become something and someone who is creating something for people, and is definitely not working fucking 9 to 5 in a job where I have a boss, right? And the more I went down on this journey, I got to realize that this path is not necessarily hard, because you have to make the cold calls, you have to suck through your way to that point. It's not hard because of that, right? You're just simply getting used to that. It's like if you're doing any kind of a sport, if you start going to the gym, yes, first workout, after that you will be like out for 2 days. You will be dizzy, you will be just out for 2 days. But if you're hitting the gym every single fucking day, if you're working yourself up until like an athlete level or whatever that might be, then it is nothing for you. So for example, I was running this year in 2023 pretty much every single day. Yesterday I was dying. I got like a bad fever. I don't know what the freaking happened to me. And today I'm just back on track after more than 40 hours of fasting. So yeah, and this is just like normal for me to run. It's like I can just like super easily run anytime, and it's not challenging for me. But in the beginning it was, right? So you're getting used to that part. But the harder part is that every single person around yourself, every single people around you will be just simply telling to you that, hey, bro, like you're not on the right path. And the problem is that you would just simply be surrounded by freaking mediocrity. So this is the hardest part with going after what you want. That you are freaking surrounded by mediocrity. You are freaking surrounded with people who are drawing you down, whose normals, whose standards are not as high as you want yours to be at. And many times, and especially if you're an extrovert and if you're not really able to find your community as soon, then you just simply have to do something with your freaking social cravings sometimes, and you just simply again surround yourself with mediocrity, and that sucks. That is the hardest journey. Being alone, being a lone wolf, being on your path, and not really people. It's not like people are not always talking about business or talking about your endeavor or whatever that might be. It's not about that. It's like the mindset, the mediocrity, the self-beliefs that all these people do hold about themselves, that you don't really want to. You've been just pretty much working on yourself for years, but these people just don't really understand that. And this is the hardest part, brothers and sisters. So if you're able to somehow go through that thing and being able to figure out your circle, your information surroundings regarding to where do you want to be at and what do you want to do, then you're done. You've all figured this thing out. And the best thing for you to do is to just simply surround yourself with like-minded individuals, which I still have a big struggle finding. But guys, this is the most important thing. This is the most important part. Don't, I'm like a super fucking extrovert. Like on the Big Five, I was scoring I think like 93% or not, even 97% on extroversion. So I'm like super extrovert, and I'm rather choosing to be alone and to read my books and to write and just like talk to myself rather than go to a place where I'm not belonging to. Sometimes I can't. But at that place, I'm always like going in, in front of new people with the hopes of, me be able to find someone new. So, guys, hope that this makes sense, and wish you a great, great, great and productive day. Love.